whoever you are, your mind has not been made up when it comes to a past decision that you have made. I don't know if that even makes sense. What past decision? What is this past? And I also got the moon. I feel like this has been affecting you internally. I don't know what this means for you exactly, but let's see. I feel like you have been wanting some answers. The Chariot and the Hierophant. Okay, so I feel like, I don't know if you have left someone behind or you have left something behind when it comes to leaving something behind in your past, but I feel like this has really affected you in a way where I feel like you can't, or you don't know how to make a decision accordingly, or you don't really know how to, it's like you're missing some sort of clarification when it comes to making the right decision so that you won't make the same mistake twice. So I feel like, Temperance, I feel like this is about learning lessons right now. Like you really have to not only learn from your lessons, but also learn how to grow from those lessons, because it's one thing to really reflect back on your past mistakes or past decisions and not really acknowledge your wrongdoings as well as the others, but I feel like it's more so of a calling, or a very calling of a deep self-reflection, I feel like. And I got the Page of Wands. Self-reflection, okay? Because I feel like I know you have it in you, but there's something that's keeping you behind or keeping you back in a state where you aren't very confident in what you are doing. But also I feel like you're very intuitive. I don't know who you are. I feel like you're very intuitive as well. But there's certain things, or there's certain aspects in your life where you tend to turn a blind eye or really not pay too much attention to. But I feel, like I said, I feel like this video is really truly about a reminder of your past lessons, to be exact, because I feel like it's been difficult for you to actually look back on your past, or look back on your past, not only your past but your past people, the past people that you have dealt with. And I feel like a lot of your past has made you of who you are today, and I feel like you would not, if it wasn't for your past, you wouldn't have this creative outlook. You wouldn't be as creative as you are. So I feel like also it's important to acknowledge and to be thankful of your past, because you wouldn't be as, I was gonna say bright and bubbly, but I feel like you have this personality that is bright and bubbly and creative personality that I feel like can really touch a lot of souls in that way. And I feel like also, I don't know, I feel like something with your past that has something to do with the past is you can help, you can share with other people, and you can share with other people and you be able to help them as well. I feel like that's how much of a life you've had. That's how much in depth your life has been. Like I feel like your life could be a movie basically. So Six of Swords. Also, not only that, like I feel like I'm saying your past a lot, but I feel like you're also running away from something or someone. Something or someone. Maybe responsibilities. Ace of Wands. I feel like whatever urges or calling you have been feeling recently has not been a coincidence. They have been there for a reason. If you have been feeling a certain urge to do something or to act on something, then that is your higher self calling to you to actually do that and act on it. And also, there could be a lesson in what the messages you have been getting as well, like the signs, messages. Like I said, you're very intuitive, but also I feel like when it comes to your intuition with certain things in your life, certain aspect, like you could be paying attention to one aspect of your life, such as love, and another aspect of your life of, like, let's say work or career. You could be not paying so much attention to that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's more so of you seeing things. I want to say, like, I don't want to say ignoring, but it's more so, I feel like you don't even know that you're doing it. When you see these signs, when you see these messages, and these certain nudges really trying to get you into another direction, I feel like it's more so that you don't want to, and you're not ready yet. And that's totally fine as well, because you're just gonna have to go through that lesson again so you can actually learn from it, if that makes sense. Sometimes you have to go through many lessons just so you can finally get it and say, okay, I think I get it. That's enough. I'm going to choose a different path. I'm going to choose something else. I'm getting a lot of wands lately. Like, I feel like you have a very big creative vision. I don't know if I feel like you are like a super visionary when it comes to that. Like, I feel like you could be a movie director. I don't know if you want to be a movie director. I feel like you have such a mindset that's so expansive and so expensive in a way, like, it can't be bought, it can't be replicated, it can't be, I don't know, it can't be copied. It can't be like an average Joe. An average Joe type of mindset. Like, you don't have that type of mindset. You have a very unique, there's something uniquely, bizarrely weird about your creative vision. And that is what makes you special. And even though I feel like I've been saying that, yes, you should act on your urges or your calling, but also I feel like you probably have been thinking about your past decisions and how rushed and how fast they might have been because of how I feel like today you're more so hesitant because of how hasty you were in your past, right? How hasty you were in your past when it comes to making decisions and really choosing a path that is a good fit. But I feel like along the way you're going to stumble. Sometimes you're going to really figure out your own way on how to maneuver or how to really get through what you're going through without actually blaming outside forces. Because I feel like I feel like also you could be really too much of what's happening in the outer world. Like, I feel like I don't know if you've been watching the news or you've been really seeing what celebrities are doing. I feel like it's more so of a distraction. Like, you are someone who, I feel like you see through the smoke screen. Like, you see through the smoke, you know what's going on, you're very super hyper aware, but also I feel like it's like you tend to do these things just so you could be more normal or just appear more normal with everyone else. Like, I feel like if you aren't in a loop with things, or you don't really know what the trends are, then I feel like it's more so of you being out of the loop, or just you just having, what is the saying, FOMO, fear of missing out. But although also you could care less. So it's like you have, I don't want to say you have like split personality, but I feel like you have sort of different feelings at different times and different moments and different days. Yeah. Also, I'm getting a strong feeling that whatever this past decision was, I feel like it has something to do with some sort of manipulation or just some sort of tactic from someone else who maybe persuaded you to make a decision or persuaded you to walk down a path that wasn't entirely your decision 100%, but I feel like along the way you've had to go through that, and maybe even multiple times had to go through that, and now you're finding out these are just lessons along the way because you don't quite fully understand or fully grasp the depth and the meaning of it. But I feel like eventually it's going to click to you, and you're going to say, oh wow, that's why that happened, or that's why I have this such bizarre, crazy, expensive outlook when it comes to your vision or when it comes to your creativity. Just the creativity. The magician. I feel like you know what you remind me of? You remind me of a lead in a role in the movie, or just a lead on like a theater play. Like I feel like you were chosen to be born to not play a role like in a movie, but like play a role in a good way, in a beneficial way when it comes to other people on this planet. And I know that's very deep to say, but I feel like it's almost as if like you have been hand selected to play a role, and you're irreplaceable. I don't know why I had to say that, but I feel like you're someone who you can't be replaced. I feel like if you were to be replaced, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to taste the same. It's not going to feel the same when it comes to I'm not saying like for like you, but I'm talking about for like the outsiders. It's not gonna be the same experience as it will be with you, because I feel like your definition of being, your entire being of existence, is an experience in itself. I feel like that is the most beautiful thing I've ever said about someone. Wow. Okay. Wow. Damn. You just have a lot going on for you, and you don't even know it. I feel like that is why people are like just side-eyeing you a lot, or just really giving you so much shit for so little reason. And that is because they even see it, and they see you as a threat. They see you as competition when you don't even see it that way, because you're so far and beyond your mindset that it's on another level. In order for you to actually understand where they're coming, those people are coming from, you have to be on their level, and you're not. That's just why. They're not on your level. Simply put. In the tower. And look, they're just not on your level. And I feel like people try to get to you, or try to really, I don't know, say little things, or really just say little remarks or comments, but I feel like it's kind of like hearsay. It's almost as if like you are listening through a television screen, even though they're there. I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like you're just, I don't know, you're someone who's just really, you're really confident in your awareness, if that makes sense. Like, you're very confident in your awareness and what's happening all around you at all times. And I feel like that could also be a good thing, but also could be a bad thing, because then it makes you kind of want to like crawl into the shell, or just really close yourself off from the whole world and people, and not really build that, and not really have the opportunity to really create your own vision as you would like to be, but I feel like that is also just another form of limitation that I feel like you can break through, because I feel like with your type of mindset, with your type of mind, you could really break through anything. Honestly, you can make your world however you imagine, you envision, because it's possible. I feel like you have that oomph that a lot of people lack, and it's something that's different, it's something that's special, it's something that's really uniquely you, that it cannot be fathomed. Like, it's so, I feel like you are just someone who Justice. Okay, this is like the greatest ending card. Justice. You are like the balance in this world, okay, when it comes to good and evil. And I feel like you know which side you're on. Which side you're on. Okay, that's way too deep. But you know, I'm not talking about like literally, but I'm talking about, it's more so of spirit. Okay, you know exactly who you are on the inside, and I feel like that's what a lot of people lack, and that is your greatest strength. I feel like you will always bring balance in the world because you bring so much of yourself in it, if that makes sense. Whereas you see a lot of people are fake, you see a lot of people are just trying to play this role that they have been given, but I feel like you know your own role, you know your own place, you know that anything and everything is possible, and you're starting to break through more and more and more each and every single day. Okay, thank you for tuning in, my loves. I love you.